woke up this morning, bored. Very bored, actually, and not knowing what to do in my life. I don't really desire a lot of things. I just feel like it's like I'm not depressed. Not depressed. I'm not suicidal, but I honestly don't feel like being here anymore. And it's not that I don't find the beauty in life. It's just, I guess, I'm in this space where it's like I'm searching for something, right? Like I'm searching for purpose, or I'm searching for something, and it's like I don't want to get it from anything outside of me, right? So I don't want to get in a relationship to fulfill a purpose. I don't want to find a job or a career, but I guess that's part of life. I think the next step is like, okay, you take care of yourself, and then you just have to, I guess, constantly show up as yourself in this world. I don't know. But I'm bored. Like, I woke up, I was over everything. I woke up and I got on social media, and it's like everybody's just talking, and like, it's just everybody has something to say. But no one's saying anything really meaningful. And then everybody has content to create. Everyone's a content creator, and it's nothing new. And everybody have these relationships, and they don't really know themselves, but they have relationships, and everybody is faking love online. I just feel like the reality that I live in is just fake. I want to be connected to the trees. I want to be connected to nature. I want to be connected to people authentically. I don't want to physically connect with you because, like, oh, we're both black, or we're both male, or because I'm a part of this community, we belong together, we're supposed to hang out. I want to genuinely connect. I want to genuinely feel like I don't want to feel alone. And it's like I feel alone a lot of the times. I feel like no one really is trying to get to know me. Or maybe they are, but I feel like they can't know me under the circumstances of they don't understand themselves. So to know somebody and all their kookiness, or the way that I look at the world, or the way that I just operate within a society, I think you kind of have to know yourself a lot more. I was sitting, I was trying to communicate with people around me. I talk so much more fluently when I'm on video, but I was talking to other people, right? And I catch myself constantly, like, not really sure of how to communicate. Like, I'm stumbling upon words because I'm not really engaged in a conversation. There's no emotions behind the things that I'm saying sometimes, because a lot of things I was talking about was very trivial. So, what are you doing today, or how are you? Just things that we just say as just nice gestures, but we don't really mean it. It's like I feel like I'm in a life full of fluff. Just fluff. Like, everybody just say things. It's like it's just accolades. We put on all these attachments of roles, of jobs, of careers, of social identities, right, to maneuver through this reality, but no one's coming, like after you cut through the fluff and you are yourself, it's hard for you to connect with fluff. And I'm just done with the fluff. I'm done. Like, I'm almost 30, and I don't think I've had a genuinely real relationship. Like, I've cared for people, but I don't know if I've actually had a genuinely real relationship, because everybody's been fluff all of my life. We've been hiding ourselves behind these facades. The masks are off now, but the masks are still there. I think that was a spiritual announcement, like, hey, you guys have been wearing a mask. It's like people are scared to be themselves. I've been scared to be myself all my life, so I'm not going to sit there and like make this a thing about anyone else, but I just don't want any more fluff in my life. I don't want to connect with people who want to be fluff. I feel like in 2020, I stopped getting concerned with the world. Like, I wasn't watching the news and seeing what was happening with COVID. I was wondering what was going on within me. How was I feeling? What was wrong? What did I need to work on? And how did I need to feel? I wasn't in a rush to go back into the world because I feel like I was operating from a place of the world, but now I'm trying to operate only as a place of the spirit. I'm not talking about like no religion's purposes, just honestly your spirit is just genuinely who we are, what we genuinely see ourselves as, and how we move through this world and how we were before the world told us who we were. I just want to operate like that. I think that's the beauty of kids, is that the world has not damaged them or salvaged them in any way. But I'm just over the fluff. So it's like I'm bored of just trying to fit in. And I'm bored of not really knowing which way to go or how to make a way or, whatever. I'll keep my camera this way because this is how I've been recording the whole video. So, but ultimately, I want genuine friends that love and connect to me. I want a relationship with somebody that I feel like they aren't afraid to let their guards down and be vulnerable. And I apologize to anybody that I've ever ruined that for. Like, I haven't been the best, and I've done a lot of things that I feel like now looking back, when I wasn't conscious of it, I was like very selfish. And I think this could be my karma, because it could be that, but I feel like now that I'm operating out of a place of genuineness, I just want to connect to people genuinely. It's just an experience. This is not to be taken so seriously, but I think to constantly go through this experience and not really connect to anybody or anything, at work, I fake a personality because it was easier to digest when it came to corporate America. And then in my relationships, I tried to be the ideal partner, based on what I saw in the media. If I didn't do what the media told me that was how a man was supposed to act, or how a husband or whatever was supposed to act, then I feel like, oh, well, let me go and put this facade on. I just don't want to fake it anymore. And I'm in this place now where it's like I just want to connect. And I think at this point I can't connect to anybody because no one is probably really trying to connect with themselves. Connect with God, connect with the inner God, and connect with source, and do the healing of the trauma, and not going to therapy and just finding people to validate your toxicity, but to genuinely do the work for yourself. But ultimately, like I said before, I'm just kind of over the fluff. Anyway,